Hey, what up guys? It's your boy HTJ and welcome to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys 10 tips on how to become successfully profitable in the Forex market. If you've never seen a blue screen since you started your Forex journey, well, this video is definitely for you. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. So the first tip is choose what kind of a trader you want to be. There are three different kinds of traders. There's a scalper, there's a day trader, and a swing trader. You don't have to be all of these three traders at once. Only choose one and stick with it. A scalper gets in and out of the market quickly for a maximum of maybe 5 minutes. They get in, take a few pips, and get out. And then a day trader gets in and out of the market within maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour and so forth. And then a swing trader holds huge profits for maybe about 2 to 3 days to a week. Tip number 2. Choose only one session to trade. There are three different kinds of trading sessions in the market. It's the Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. The Asian session is the session that happens during the AMs between midnight and 8 a.m. And then the London session is the one that happens between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. And then the New York session is the one that happens in the afternoon from 2 p.m. until market close around 10 p.m. So you're gonna choose the session that suits you and your strategy. You've gotta go back in time and back test for maybe about 2 months and start with the Asian session and see how it has been working with your strategy. Every day Asian session, you write down your wins and your losses until the end of 2 months, and then after writing them down, you go to the London session and do the same thing, the wins and losses, and then you go to your New York session and write down your wins and losses for the previous 2 months, and then you will get to your conclusion on the kind of session that you will choose. So after writing down your wins and losses, you will see how many losses you took on the Asian session and how many losses you took on the London session and how many losses you took on the New York session. So the aim is to get more wins and a few losses. If you get more wins on the London session and a few losses on the London session, then the London session is the session that you want to choose. And then after choosing that session, you will only trade the London session. Tip number 3, stick to one strategy. There are a lot of strategies out there, so you don't want to be confused. You just want to choose one strategy, choose that strategy, marry that strategy, be loyal to that strategy, and you will become successful. You don't have to, let's say for example, your strategy, you choose one time frame and then the time frame is 1 hour, for example, and then you wait for your entry. While you waiting for your entry, you realize that no man, I've been waiting for too long for that entry to come. Let me go on to YouTube and search for other strategies. And then you find this $1,000,000 strategy that YouTube shows you. And then you try that strategy out. And then that strategy, let's say it's 5-minute time frame. And then you're like, no, with 5 minute time frame, I can get entries more quicker. And then you try it out and then it works. Then you're like, no, let me switch from 1 hour to 5 minutes. And then you start getting your entry on the 5 minute and then you take your first trade, it goes into profit. And then you become greedy. Then you take your second trade, you lose. Your third trade, then you lose. Then you remember, oh, let me go back to my 1 hour strategy. When you go back to your 1 hour strategy, you find out that the market has already left you. While you were waiting for your entry, instead of just being patient, you went onto YouTube and searched for other strategies. You could have just waited for that 1 hour entry strategy. Got in, took your profit. Tip number 4, combine both technical and fundamental trading into your strategy. Technical trading is you analyzing using, for example, maybe trend lines or zones or liquidity or whatever. And then fundamentals is going on to the investing.com app or the CNBC app and looking for confirmations. Maybe, for example, Nasdaq, you look for Nasdaq, Tesla, Facebook, Apple, and Amazon. When all of those companies shows you green, it means you buy, and when they show you red, you sell. Tip number 5, have a good calculated risk management plan. Don't just go into the market blindly. Sit down, calculate how much you are willing to lose and how much you are willing to make on a specific trade. And then after calculating that, you will get the right lot size to use and where you should put your stop loss and where you should put your take profit. That way you won't blow your account. You will only lose a certain percentage of your trading account. Tip number 6, trade a maximum of 2 times a day. You don't have to be greedy and stingy. If you take the first trade today and then you take a loss, regroup and find the second trade. If you take the second trade and you take a loss again, you know that it's time to stop. Know when to stop. Don't try and take maybe 10 trades a day because you don't know how much you are going to lose. Tip number 7, have discipline and patience. You can go to the best mentors in the world, give them, maybe let's say they charge $1,000 for Forex lessons, but no one will teach you patience and discipline. Those are the 2 things that you yourself can teach. If you've got those 2 things, then you are going to be the most successful trader in the world. Because, for example, let's say you are a swing trader, and then a swing trader, you say that you are going to enter on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is not like you are going to get your entry after 2 hours or something. You can wait 3 days for your entry to come. So having the patience to wait for 3 days for your entry is exactly what I'm talking about when I say have patience. I'm not only talking about swing trading, also day trading. Let's say you take a trade today and then you lost, and then you tell yourself that I'm only gonna be trading tomorrow. You gotta have the patience and discipline to wait for tomorrow. Tip number 8, have a trading journal. I know 90% of traders out there, they don't have a trading journal because they think it's useless, it's a waste of time. But having a trading journal is good because you can write down, if you took a win today, you can write down everything that happened during that trade, how you started with your entry, where you put your stop loss, where you put your take profit, how you managed that trade until it got to your take profit. If you took a loss, you can also write down each and every step on how everything played out with that trade, so that you can know next time on how to improve your next trade, so that you don't make the same mistakes that you did the previous trading day. Tip number 9, only follow one Forex trader who inspires you. For example, if you like technical analysis, only follow that trader who uses technical analysis instead of a trader who uses a trading robot or indicators or systems, you know. Tip number 10, invest in yourself. You are the only person who will invest in themselves. No one else can invest in you. You are the only person who can invest in yourself. Get as much knowledge as you can about your strategy. Let's say, for example, you are using trend lines and zones, Get as much information as you can about the trend lines and the zones. Invest in knowledge. Don't rush into getting that first trade without knowing your story. Invest in the right knowledge. Don't look for information based on each and every trading strategy or whatever. If you are using a smart money concept or you want to use smart money concept, get as much information as you can about smart money concept and stick to that strategy and that knowledge. There you have it. You've got 10 tips that will help you in your trading journey to become a better and a successful Forex trader. You are going to take losses. I'm not sharing these tips to tell you that you're not going to take losses. It's always gonna be wins, wins, wins. I'm just sharing these tips with you guys so that you can become better Forex traders. So I hope you're going to take these tips and put them into your trading plans so that you can become successful Forex traders. That's it from me today. Thank you for staying with me up until this very end. See you on the next video.